everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Late Night Talk Show. Today we have a very important program because we have a special guest that we are very excited of interviewing. Please give a big round of applause for Mrs. Straw.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. It's very exciting to be here.
We're so excited to have you here. Before we start, could you explain to our lovely audience why you're here today?
Oh, of course. Well, as you'll notice, I'm a straw. But I'm not a normal straw. These past few weeks, I turned into a celebrity. It's crazy how things change in a matter of seconds. I was ready to die, and now I'm here, being interviewed. Well, the story goes like this. I woke up in what I thought was big glass. I couldn't understand why the water wouldn't finish. I began to notice I was not alone. I was surrounded by marine creatures. Beautiful fish, shrimp, algae, and turtles. Turtles were definitely the prettiest ones. And suddenly I was stuck in one's nose.
Wow, that's crazy. When you noticed you were in the ocean and stuck in a turtle's nose, how did you feel?
Well, at first I was scared. I never been so far away from home. And then I felt bad for the poor turtle I was hurting. Lucky for me, she was smart, and so she swam near the coast someone would help us.
Oh, that's when the marine lifeguard preserver saved you and Mrs. Turtle, right?
Yes, it was both a horrible and relieving moment.
I bet so. Now that everyone's heard why you're here, I bet they want to know more. So we'll be back after this short commercial break with Mrs. Straw's story. Welcome back to the Late Night Talk Show, and let's get going. So, Mrs. Straw, we now know what your life has been like these past few weeks, but what about before that?
Well, for starters, the first member of my family was born in 3000 before Christ and was found in a Sumerian tomb. Around that time, people used many different materials to make us, from paper to even gold.
Wow, fancy. Oh, so it wasn't until the 1880s in Washington, D.C. that wax paper started being used, right?
Yes, that would be correct. But nowadays, it's a different whole process. Even the materials have changed. Now, manufacturing of straws is mostly done with the plastic.
Wow, it's crazy how things change, right? Well, now it's time for how it's done. For this segment, could you please explain our audience what the manufacturing process of straws is?
Well, for first up, a plastic resin powder mixed with colorants is melted and made into a pellets, which are molds. The pellets are dried and cooled, and then are off to another hopper when they are being heated to about 260 degrees Celsius and melted into liquid. The resin is made into the shape of a long tube that might be pushed throughout by a cooler that helps it keep its shape, and it takes a cooling water bath.
That's such an interesting process. So after they heat you and cool you and heat you and cool you many times, what happens next?
After the manufacturing process is done, we're kept in factories until we have a family. After that, we're given a house where we all live together, and we're shipped off to a supermarket or convenience store where we will be sold for household or restaurant use.
Oh, okay. So, now before we move on to another break, I'd like to know how you feel about this situation and what your personal insight about it is.
At first, everything seems fine. You're born, you're given a house to share with your whole family, you have everyone you love near you. But you don't know what's coming. You don't have idea what destiny has in store for you. And if I might say, it's not good.
Welcome back to yet another segment of the Late Night Talk Show. Before the break, things got tense and emotional. Mrs. Straw, you said, and I quote, "But you don't know what's coming. You have no idea what destiny has in store for you." By saying these words, to
This is a very delicate subject for me, but I want to share my story. What I mean by this is that you have a normal life. You're surrounded by your loved ones and live happily in either a home, a restaurant, a school, a public establishment, etc. But then your family members start going missing.
Oh my god, missing? What do you mean?
First, they took little Billy. He was so young, full of hopes and dreams. Next, it was Aunt Jenna. After her, my husband is dead. And like that, one by one, they took everyone until I was left alone.
That's horrible. I can't imagine what it must be like to lose all of your loved ones.
You have no idea. Once they took me, I knew my life was over. They would use me for no more than one drink, 10-minute tops, and then I would spend what seems like an eternity alone.
Welcome back for the last segment of the night. Tell me more. For this segment, I'll tell you a few facts about straw decomposition and how it affects the earth. Plastic straws never fully decompose. Eventually, they break down into tiny pieces, which still kill animals and harm the environment. This process takes 50 years just to start, and it takes another 200 to 400 years to finish completely.
See, why I say I spent eternity alone, it'd be around 450 years for me to decompose. But I never fully leave this planet. Even once I'm gone, I'm still harmless.
It's crazy how the small everyday decisions we make affect the earth for hundreds of years.
So now you know. If you want to use a straw, try an alternative, like final straw.
That was all for the night, Mrs. Straw. It was lovely to have you here, and we're very excited to invite you again. Thank you for watching this episode, and see you in the next one of the Late Night Talk Show.